So, sino dito ang feeling nila wala silang power na magawa yung mga gusto nila? Sino dito yung nangangarap na kung ako'y isang hari o isang reyna, magagawa ako lahat ng gusto ko sa buhay ko? Kaso nga lang, at the current moment, you feel you're powerless. Okay? O kaya, kayo ngayon ay munting prinsipe at prinsesa, hindi pa naipapamana sa inyo ang corona. So, kung kayo nakaka-relate, oo. Pag-uusapan po natin, tinatawag natin na regal fate. Yan, regal fate. So, let's dive in. First, explain ko muna po ang evolution ng creation ng ego boundaries. Medyo mag-robot ako ng konti, robot talk lang. Nung pinapanganak po tayo, hindi po natin mare-recognize before 1 years old, 1 year old, yung natin, distinction natin with the surroundings. As a child, when we cry, okay, food will be provided or diapers will be replaced. Tapos pagka gumalaw tayo, akala natin gumagalaw yung buong paligid. Yan. Even yung mother natin, pag naglalakad siya, feeling natin part ng natin, part ng katawan natin. Okay? Wala pang distinction ng identity. Wala pang nabubuo na ego. Ayun nga yung sabi nila. Okay? Then, as you grow older, nag-shape na po yung boundary. Oo, nalalaman mo na ito pala ang kamay ko. Ito lang yung ginagalaw ko. Tapos hindi naman gumagalaw yung buong crib. O hindi naman gumagalaw yung ibang nasa paligid. Sometimes, pag umiyak ako, hindi lagi nandyan si mama. So, na-start na po, nagfo-form yung boundaries na ikaw ito at the rest ay hindi ikaw. Ayan. So, pero yung pagkagusto po natin sa dominance, yung ating desire for omnipotence, hindi basta nawawala. Kaya ang pinakamakulit pong edad ay 2 years old tsaka 3 years old. Kasi dyan pa lang po talaga nag-start mag-form yung pinaka-boundary nila. They want everything right here, right now. Oh. Para po yung si Simba sa Lion King. Oh, I just can't wait to be king, sabi niya. Kasi marami siyang gustong gawin, ayaw niya nang bawal. Ayaw niya mawala yung freedom, gusto niyang ma-maintain yung omnipotence o yung kakayahang magawa lahat ng gusto. Okay? And as we grow older, diyan po tayo nag-start mag-fantasize na kontrolado pa rin natin. Andiyan yung mga manika, andiyan yung mga comic books, andiyan yung mga make-believe. Okay? Kasi hindi pa tayo ready mag-let go sa belief natin ng omnipotence. Yung iba po, nagke-carry po yung kanilang desire for omnipotence hanggang high school, adolescence. Lalo na po, dyan yung kasagsagan ng pagiging rebel. The more na nag-assert ka ng iyong identity, the more naman na minsan po yung parents natin nagiging overprotective. Kaya ayaw ma-permit sa atin yung dominance na gusto nating gawin. Okay? Some people, pagka hindi po niya na-assert yung kanyang boundaries in high school years, nasasanay, nagkakaroon ng habit, pumapayag na, sige, lagi na lang ako susunod. Yung ibang tao naman, nasa kabilang swing. Okay? Nasa kabilang swing na, ako naman ang susunod. Ako ang masusunod. Andun po ako sa point na yun. I was so rebellious. May ibang tao naman sobrang compliant. wala yung healthy creation ng boundaries because many of our parents are not psychological parents. They are either overcritical, overprotective, or overpermissive. So, wala rin naman nag-training sa kanila. But in the end, dyan po nagkakaroon ng complications, yung tinatawag nating King's energy. Yan. Mahalaga po kasi yun. Mamaya ako papaliwanag later on kung bakit. Punta muna tayo sa etymologies. Okay. Yung king po na word, hindi siya ma-determine pero walang duda yung mga etymologies na siya po ay related sa kin o K-I-N. O, ibig sabihin next of kin or kamag-anak. So, yung king is literally leader of a tribe. Ayan yung conclusion nila. Although yung pinaka-ugat na meaning, hindi po nila na-determine. Okay? So, yung king, nagkaroon ng evolution na ito po yung divine right na ikaw ay ipinapanganak ka, kaloob ng Diyos sa iyong pagiging hari. At kung anong sabihin mo, ayun ang batas. Okay? Ayun yung batas. Pero hindi po yung king na yun na pag-uusapan natin. Ang topic po natin ngayon is yung regal faith. Okay? Ano ba yung regal? Okay? Yung regal po, ang etymology po ng word na regal is directly from reg. Dito ba si Reg? Dali, hanapin ko nga. Andiyan ka ba, Reg? Wala si Reg, sayang. Okay. Yung Reg po dito, ang literal po niya, na ugat na pinaka-meaning niya is a straight line. Moving in a straight line. Kaya po mga regal, royal, magkakamag-anak po na words yan. Okay? This is where the king points for everyone to move in a straight line. Kaya ang ibig po sabihin ng regal is to lead, to rule. Okay? From the Latin word regalis. Move in a straight line. Okay? Now, barely legal. Yan. Regal. Pinsan din po. Actually, kapatid po ng regal na word, yung word na rule. Yung rule, yung R-U-L-E, same din po na from the root word ng reg. Okay? Regula ang pinanggalingan ng word na rule. Ito po ay order or custom. Dito po yung ibig sabihin nito, parang regulation governing yung isang gagawin. Okay? Kasi po yung regal tsaka yung rule, magkapatid. Alam nyo pa kung isang kapatid nila, kung sino? Yung word po na arrogance. Yung word na arrogant is from the arrogantem. Yung arrogantem, galing din po sa word na reg. Ito naman, literally, ang ginagawa nito, kine-claim mo na ikaw ang may nakakaalam ng rules. Okay? Na ako yung masusunod, parang ganon. Kasi yung regal, makikita niyo yung mga hari na regal tsaka yung mga hari na arrogant. Yung mga tyrant, yung mga despot na hari. Para magkamukha sila, para magkaugali yung nila, pamamalakad nila. Okay? May basic po kasi na function ang isang king. Yung function po ng leading at yung function ng providing fertility. Okay? So, ano po pag-uusapan natin ngayon? Paano po ito mag-a-apply sa buhay nyo? Paano mo makukuha yung tinatawag natin na king's energy or spirit ng isang king? Kahit queen interchange natin yun para walang gender bias. Okay? First, as a king, you need to define your kingdom. Ito ang unang key. Kaya ang first part ng usapan ni Mufasa tsaka ni Simba, all that the light touches is our kingdom. Ayun yung unang lesson na ginagawa niya kay Simba. Okay? Pinapaalam niya, kinakailangan maliwanag sa'yo as a king, ano ang kingdom mo. Metaphor po yan with your boundaries. Okay? As someone na nagkakaroon ng strength or nagsisimulang mag-build ng strength, okay? Ano ang kingdom mo? Pwede ka magsimula ng kung anong gusto mong hilig. Ito ang hilig ko. Assert. Pwede mag-start with pagpili ng karir, pagpili ng mamahalin. Yan. Lahat po yan are boundaries. Okay, that define your kingdom kasi alam mo ang valuable sa'yo. Okay? Regardless kung ikaw si Aragorn, si Simba, si Leonidas, si Jon Snow, o si Braveheart, regardless. Okay? If you will use the king's energy, you need to define your kingdom. Many of us, dahil hindi natin alam yung mahalaga sa atin, hindi natin tinatayo yung boundaries. Remember po, your boundaries are wall. Wall po siya to protect what's valuable to you. Nawawala ako? Mic test nga. Parang... Mic test. As I was saying, sometimes po, growing up, we fail, or we start to lose yung ano natin, yung king's energy. Either we have an overprotective parent, or overcritical, nababasag yung self-esteem mo, kung buong paglaki mo, yung mga mali mo nang lagi sinasabi. Okay? Or overpermissive. Lahat ng gusto mong mangyari, ginagawa. Pinapabayaan sa'yo magawa. Pero mamaya ako pupuntahan yung overpermissive na na parents, yung mga nang-i-spoil. Yung muna, doon lang muna sa overcritical tsaka overprotective. Sometimes we fail to establish our own identity. We fail to establish our own kingdom. Okay? Among all the things that my father did, dito po talaga ako sobrang grateful sa kanila. Okay? Kasi they let me be me. Okay? Mula sa pagpili ng career, hanggang sa love life, hanggang sa everything, sana all. Doon talaga sobra talaga akong forever grateful. Siguro yung strength na meron ako ngayon were developed because doon sa journey na although yes, I was so rebellious, meron akong rejection issues and bullying experience. Okay? So may effect din 'yon, pero yung with my parents in particular, lalo na dahil na-honor ako na achiever ng konti, kaya parang may flow ng gift, may flow ng appreciation. Yung point po noon, nakakapag-establish na ako ng ng parang identity mo. Parang may ambag na yung boses mo kahit bata. Oh. Pag kay Papa, Tapos yung father ko pa naman, lumalaki ko mahilig siyang mag-coach, in the sense na hindi niya naman alam yung coaching noon. Pag nanonood po kami ng pelikula, halimbawa, dadala siya ng mga English movies, tapos grade 2 ako or grade 3, sabi niya, yan, eto Home Alone. Anong ibig sabihin ng home? Anong ibig sabihin ng alone? May mga interview siya sa akin, and talagang nile-level up niya ako in that sense. Tapos, sige, sure ka ba dyan? Research mo nga. May mga ganun level. Nag-establish po. Hello, Coach Kaloy. Yan. So, dun po ako very grateful. Yung tumagal yung face ko na nililinaw ko yung defining my kingdom. Okay? Part po ng defining your kingdom is codifying your law. Remember po anong element ng isang boundary. Sa lesson to ni Coach Kiel, incoming Coach Kiel, what are the two elements of a boundary? When we say establish your boundaries, anong ibig sabihin natin? Okay? Na FOMO. If you're gonna have a boundary between you and your girlfriend, between you and your parents, what are the two basic components of a boundary? Okay? When you codify your law, first, you must be very clear with your Sige, sagot. With your request. Oo. Lilinawin mo yung request mo. Ano ba yung gusto mong mangyari? Okay? Next, you will be very clear with the consequence. What if your requests were not granted? What will be the consequence? So those are the two basic element of a boundary. So when I codified the cellphone ban, the request is do not use cellphone whenever we have dinner or conversation na like inuman. Okay, that's the request. Okay, bonding moment natin to. Kung mag-iinom lang din pala tayo ng naka-cellphone, sana online inuman na lang, di ba? Okay, so that's the request. Anong consequence? Pag nahuli kitang may gumagamit ng cellphone, I will grab that phone and message anyone from your phone book. Sa mga hindi po nakakaalam, meron po nag-fail to uphold the request. Insurance agent po siya at ka-message niya yung kanyang kliyente. Lalaking matanda na sinabi ng kliyente, nabasa ko sa chat, that's good coach, that's good, I think that's a good deal, sabi niya ganyan. Sige, balikan kita, paliguan ko lang yung baby ko, sabi nung kliyente niya. Naago ko yung phone niya, ako nag-reply, sinabi ko, sana ako na lang ang baby mo. Tapos sabi siya, coach, kliyente ko to, diba? That's the consequence. One message lang naman, paliwanag ka bukas. Okay, kung bakit gano'n yung reply. Okay? Yung ecosystem ko, gano'n din. Ano yung request? The request was, when you say yes to me, okay, lalo na kung calendar-based yan, may pinag-usapan tayong gagawin natin on this event, on this date, be honorable with your commitments. Kasi may agreement tayo together eh. Okay? Pag ikaw ay, because I protect my time, ayun, all boundaries are meant to protect something that is valuable for you. Okay? I protect our moments together, kaya may cellphone ban. Kasi walang quality yung moments natin together if magkasama tayo physically but our mind and our hearts are on the gadgets, talking to people across different time or space. So, kinakailangan i-honor mo yung presence talaga ng tao. So, that's the one thing I value. I also value my time and your commitment with my time. Okay? So, pagka hindi mo binalyo yun, kaysa talaga kita, isang taon. No? Alam ng mga yan, alam ng mga tao dito, lalo na yung mga nakakasama ko sa adventures, if you fail to show up, okay, you'll face the consequence. So that's the basic of codifying law. Remember po, you cannot manage people. You can only manage your agreements with them. So you need to codify your agreement. Okay? Dapat alam nyo, halimbawa, yung basic rights ng privacy. Agreement natin, hindi ko pakikialaman yung cellphone mo kahit tulog ka. Okay? That's the I will uphold and protect your own privacy. Hindi ko hihingin yung password mo, hindi ko i-hack yung account mo. Okay? So, malinaw yung agreement na yon. That's why when sa mga nagiging nagiging jowa ko, girlfriend ko kay Eileen, ayun po yung first namin nililinaw, yung basic rights. Nandiyan po yung sa case of love. Okay? Sometimes, sabi ko pa, ang yabang ko pa eh. Nireregalo ko sa'yo yung karapatan mo. It's not mine to give. Pero, kokonti yung magiging boyfriend mo nang ino-honor yan. Ino-honor yung mga basic rights na yan. Okay? So, gano'n ako kayabang no? O sige, umanap ka ng ng lalaki. Ha? Oo, ganun nga. Ganun nga ako kayabang dati. Hanggang ngayon naman pala, mayabang naman talaga ako. Pero that's the point. There are 10 basic rights and very few people will honor that because they don't know it. They don't know about the rights that each person has. So, it's not mine to give. I'm just saying that I'm gonna uphold and honor your rights. In the same token, I expect you to honor mine. To protect and uphold my own basic rights. So, yun yung that's part of codifying law. As a king with a grace, Okay? With a regal faith. May regality. Remember, regality, ang etymology niya are rules. Okay? You're leading people with rules. So, you need to codify your law. Okay, shut lang ako. Sendan mo ng links ng di alam yung basic rights para ma-enlighten. Opo, you can find it sa book na tawag dito, How to Live with Another Person. Okay, ni David V. Scott, Dr. David V. Scott. It's a 1984 na book. No, sobra. Tapos, nakakainis niyan, may nanghiram ng libro na yon, tapos naiwala niya. Kaya bad trip ako pa may nanghiram ng libro ko, tapos na hindi na iisoli eh. Kaya gusto ko puro digital na lang eh. Wala pa ako makita digital copy niya. So, yes, How to Live with Another Person by David V. Scott. Buti natandaan ko yung mga author, kaya kaya kong halukayin. Okay? Next. Remember po, dalawa lang yung pinaka-goal ng king. Yung leading tsaka providing fertility. Yung leading is remember yung natin, yung basic natin ng Rubik's Cube. Kung lang natin, values, void, vision, tsaka leadership. Medyo part na tayo ng leadership sa topic natin ngayon. Sabi ni Saint-Exupéry, ang definition ng love is leading you gently back to yourself. Ang ibig po sabihin nun, pag nagmamahal ka, hindi mo sila binabago ng naaayon sa gusto mo. Tinutulungan mo sila mas makilala na yung sarili nila. Okay? So, you provide safe space, you provide fertility, you provide growth, okay? Or you empower them. Kahit hindi po ikaw yung mag-provide, basta remember po yung metaphor ng clam. Yung clam, pag nasasaktan, pinoprotektahan niya yung sarili niya, tapos nagsosolo, nagkukulong. Tapos ang ginagawa po natin pag nagmamahal tayo ng mga tao nagka-clam up, hindi po natin pinipilit buksan yung clam. Masasaktan po siya lalo. We provide safety, yung safe space. Okay, whenever you're ready, you can open up. Walang judgment, walang rejection. Hanggang sa bumuka. Okay? Ayun yung mga paraan ng leadership na hindi mo dinidiman sa anak mo. Ikwento mo sa akin lahat. Di ba? May mga ganun kasi mga magulang eh. Okay? Oo. Sasagot ka pa. Sasagot ka pa yung mga ganyan. Paano mag-open up yung bata? Tinatakot mo. Oh. Ay, may mga magulang po, yung pagka umiyak yung bata. Papaluin kita pag umiyak ka. Iyak pa. Oh. May mga ganun po kasi, may mga parents po na dismissive po yung paradigm sa emotions. Ibig sabihin, dapat di mo nararamdaman yan. Or denial. Oo. Kaya po may mga lumalaki po talaga na hindi they can't come into terms with their emotions. Okay? And as a king, you need to lead and provide. Okay? Ayun po yung posture natin. Oh. Now, next po, as a king, you need to balance the selfish and the selfless. Okay? Yes, you have a devotion beyond self that kahit ikaw ang king, kahit ikaw yung leader, you too is a servant. Ibig po sabihin, selfish in the sense na hindi mo ine-empty yung sarili mo, hindi mo dine-drain, hindi self-sacrificing. Maraming tao, akala nila pag binuhos nila lahat, pag nagmahal sila ng sobra, that's a good thing. Pero baka mamaya, all this time, it's not really love. It could be obsession. It could be dependency. Okay? Kasi you fail to balance. Love will require you to balance. And as a king, you will balance the selfish and the selfless acts. Okay? Sometimes, the selfishness will require you to overflow. Unahin mo na yung sarili. Kasi in the moment of overflow, lahat ng apaw sa cup mo, pakikinabangan naman ng mga tao sa paligid mo. Papakinabangan ng mga mahal mo. Okay? Kasi you're in the state of overflow. Pero pag ikaw po ay sobrang self-sacrificing, pag na-drain ka, at ikaw rin yung main provider, pare-parehas kayong drain. Pare-pares kayong mauubusan. Okay? So, the posture of a king, okay, is to balance the selfish and the selfless. Okay? So, may mga tao na yes, hindi nila mabalance in the sense na yung void po nila pushes them in a direction that they feel incomplete or unhappy without the certainty that they're being cared for. Hangga't di sila sigurado na may nagmamahal sa kanila, parang hindi na kaya maging masaya o maging kompleto. So that's why bumubuhos sila doon sa tao na yun. And minsan may mga client ako, ganyan yung sasabihin, yung mga narrative na, Coach, ginawa ko naman lahat. So, iniwan pa rin ako. Oh. Ang sinasabi ko, kasi ginawa mo lahat. No. Meron ako, hindi pa ako coach nun ha. Meron ako mentor pa lang ako nun. Sinabi ko dun sa isang babae, girlfriend ka. Hindi ka best friend, hindi ka nanay, hindi ka yaya, hindi ka security guard. Eh, ginawa mo lahat ng role. Nalunod mo ngayon yung tao sa attention mo. Ngayong nalulunod at sasakal, nagtataka ka kung bakit umaalis. Nawala po ng balance. Okay? Hindi po ako talaga nagsusubscribe sa belief na too much love will kill you. Kasi po, there's no such thing as too much love. Dahil love will always call for balance. It is judicious praising and judicious criticizing. It is judicious pushing and judicious pulling. Ang meaning po ng judicious requiring judgment. And judgment sometimes require painful decision making. Minsan po mabibigat yung mga desisyon that only a regal king can make. Okay? Kasi po yung iba, hindi po nila alam. Lacking po sila ng knowledge. Kaya hindi pa sila wise king. Okay? So, as someone po na sabi nga nila, di ba? Heavy is the head that wears the crown. So, pag mayroon ka ng regal fate, mabigat po yung corona ng isang hari. Mabigat po yung corona ng isang hari. Pero yun po yung mga nire-require niya sa'yo. Even si Luffy, nung pinag-awayan nila ni Usopp yung Going Merry, after nila mag-away, sabi niya, it's heavy. Tapos ano sabi sa kanya ni Zoro? That's the burden of being a captain. Ikaw yung captain eh. Ikaw yung leader eh. May mga tough decisions ka talagang i-call out. So yun. Ayan po yung balance ng selfish and ng selfless. Next key. A great king acts out of responsibility for his kingdom. Related pa rin po dun sa kanina. Okay? Ibig po sabihin, mabait. Ano yung mabait? Mindful po sa kanyang ginagawa. And ang responsibility is your ability to respond, not only to react. Minsan po kasi, pwede rin tayong sumabog. Nasasaktan din tayo eh. Okay? Pero out of responsibility, you are mindful with your response. Okay? Sometimes, may tendency talaga tayo mag-react. Even me. Hindi pa ako coach noon. One time, may pinag-aawayan kami ni partner. Partner is not here. On board siya. Ang pinag-aawayan yata namin noon, saging. Nag-aaway kami sa saging kasi akala niya pinagkakait ko sa kanya yung saging. Okay? Yung yun saging na minatamis. Saba. Yung may sago. Yan. Tapos, sabi ko, kunin mo isang saging para marami yung saging na kakainin natin. Akala niya, pinapako ko sa kanya yung saging na yon kasi pinagdadamot ko yung saging na na meron ako, parang ganon. Tapos parang nagtampo siya doon. Tapos nung sinabi niya yon, ikaw nga na may away kami na isa, tapos binalik niya yon, parang, ikaw nga nagpapakilala ka sa saging lang. Tapos ano saging? Para so, what the fuck? Nakalimutan ko yung part na yun. Tapos nung pinaalala niya, dahil masakit sa akin na pagbintangan na hindi ako nagbibigay, pumitik ako ng, minsan nga isusubo ko na lang, kakalahatiin ko pa para sa inyo. May ganun akong part na nag-retort. Okay? Nag-retort ako. Kasi po, pagka umuwi ako sa barracks, madalas may pasalubong akong egg pie. Saging tsaka itlog, Saging tsaka egg yung usapan. Pero po, yung point na yun, pinaalala ko sa kanya na lahat sila nirarasyonan ko pa ng na 6 kasi sila nun Isa sila may egg pie, parang ganyan. Pasalubong ko lagi yon pagka ako galing sa labas. Sinumbatan ko rin na minsan, uubusin ko na, minsan kakainin ko na lang, hahatiin ko pa o kaya bibigay ko sa kanila. Tapos, sumaba lalo yung loob niya kasi nasumbatan Sabi niya, so ganon. Pag nag-abot ka sa pag nag-abot ka sa mahirap, pag nagbigay ka sa pulubi, nag-expect ka ng kapalit. Tapos, lumaki na yung issue, alam mo yun? Parehas pa naman kami ng ugali. Walang maliit na bagay na hindi namin kaya palakihin. So, kahit saging lang yun. Lumalim yung mga issue. Okay, pero I was really reacting. Alam mo yun, sometimes kasi when we are hurt, we have this tendency really to fight. Nagfa-fight response po tayo. And hindi pa ako ganoon ka-mindful, hindi pa ako ganoon kabait. Kaya pag masakit, when you make me feel unwanted, because I have many rejection issues and bullying experience when growing up, parang hindi ko maatim, pumipitik talaga ako noon. Talagang minsan ang ang response ko pa naman is cold treatment. Yung hindi ako walang violence, walang pero yung parang hindi ka na mag-e-exist sa paningin ko. Parang ganoon.
Parang hindi papansin.
Ganun ako magalit. Oo, para tumatagos yung tingin ko sa'yo. Oo, so alam ni Sai yan, wala si Sai dito. Oo, yung mga naanohan ko dito, mga naikesa ng para magkakasama tayo sa isang bar, tapos hindi pa rin kita nakikita. Oo. Kasi syempre, kung in-invite ka ng ibang friends natin, common friend, pero meron akong sa'yo, meron akong hang up sa'yo, yun. Parang parang di tayo magkasama, parang you're worse than stranger kasi tumatagos talaga. And that is not a grace of a king. The grace of a king calls out your responsibility, not reaction. Hinihingi niya ang kabaitan. Maging mindful ka sa inyong response. Okay? Kasi nga ayan nga po ang sineserve mong kingdom. Okay? Fearful avoidant. Maikli lang to. Ayan, Last. Lahat po ng tao may capacity maging king. In the sense, interchange mo na king or queen. All of us, because pare-parehas tayo naging bata at nagkaroon ng omnipotence, naka-experience ng omnipotence, lahat po tayo may desire. Okay? But then, meron pong concept na tinatawag na Shadow King. Yung Shadow King, eto po, yung nagiging tyrant. Yung sinasabi ko na instead of regal, arrogant ang nakuha niya. Kasi all thin line lang yung difference niyan ng arrogant tsaka ng regal. Okay? Yung mga tyrant po is sobrang entitled sa kanilang pagiging king. Okay? Ang focus po ng mga tyrant is themselves ang priority. Okay? Yung feelings ko, yung nararamdaman ko, yung future ko, yung career ko, yan ang mga focus po ng tyrant. Everyone are of service sa aking whim. Okay? At kaakibat or kadikit po ng tyrant is your own weakness. Your insecurities. Okay? Karamihan po ng tyrant, insecure. Oo. Kaya ang feeling nila, lahat ng ginagawa ng ibang tao, personal na atake sa kanila. Okay? Marami po kayo makikitang boss na tyrannical, walang regal, walang regal faith. Ang gusto nila yung right here, right now, ako masusunod. Maraming parents na ganun. Hindi lang boss. Somewhere along the way, they have their own pain na hindi po na-process. Kaya nga po may insecurity. Kaya nga po may malalim na void. And itong mga tao po na to na nasa scale o nasa nag-swing yung pendulum nila on the other side. Yun. Entitlement is something po na it will eat you up. Yes, my way or the highway. All or nothing. All or nothing thinking. Ako masusunod. Kahit mali. Basta ako masusunod. Ito yung mga dominant. Over-dominant. Kasi po in any relationship, sabi nga, hindi mo makakontrol yung buong tao. Mapag-uusapan nyo lang yung agreement. What agreement can you form between the two of you? But these people, yung mga tyrant po, ang magiging sagot mo lang, yes or surrender or quit. Yung surrender, yung pumayag ka sa akin or lumayas ka. Pumayag ka or lumayas ka. May mga ganun tyrant. Okay? And hindi po nila na-acclimatize yung regal na king. Sila po ay shadow. Okay? Shadow king. Sometimes, yung lalim po nila ay galing din sa pagkabata. Remember po, sa mga previous nating mga topic, most of the pain or the hurt nagsisimula talaga yan at an early stage. Okay? At kung hindi mo na-process na mabuti, naiipon po yan. Tapos minsan pag natitrigger ka, sabay-sabay sumisigaw. They're gonna scream at the same time. So yung mga pagka hindi sila nasunod, akala mo lahat ng times na hindi sila nasunod, yun. Akala mo nag-overreact. No, they're not overreacting. They're reacting to the level of all their disappointments. Okay? To all their frustrations. Kasi nga, ang daming unprocessed. Ang daming unprocessed pain. They want so much control. They want so much control. Pent up, tapos bigla na lang sasabog. Kaya nagugulat yung mga innocent eh. Yung mga hindi alam yung issues mo, lalo na kung meron kang problema sa vulnerability, ayaw mong ipakita. So hindi alam yung issues mo. Tapos pag sumabog kang ganyan, yung members ng kingdom mo, whether it's your family, whether it's your friends, whether it's your jowa, the members of your kingdom are kept on wondering, bakit ganun yung reaction niya? Diba? Para kasi, ang harmless naman ang sinabi ko. Pero yung pagsabog niya parang end of the world. Kasi po maraming bitterness, maraming resentment. Ito po yung iingatan natin. Everyone has the capacity to be regal. But, at the same time, to be arrogant as well. Okay? Kasi nga, thin line lang yung difference niyan. Yung Shadow King is an existing phenomena. Ibig sabihin, marami po. May mga makikilala kayo. O baka kayo rin yun mismo. Sometimes, the Shadow King lives in your shadow. Baka pwede kang regal in many parts of your life. Pero pag na-trigger ka, lumalabas yung shadow mo. Yung Shadow King mo. Hanggat hindi mo talaga napaprocess yun. Historical and hysterical. Hanggat di mo napaprocess yung pains mo, the Shadow King will always follow you. Like a shadow, of course. And it will manifest every time you get triggered. Okay? So, review natin ang ating mga key. Bakit po Regal Faith yung tinawag ko? Originally, it was supposed to be Regal Confidence. Parang meron kang gracefulness ng pananalig na ikaw ay strong. Hindi po yun yung mask na hindi yan yung confident mask, hindi yan yung pagpapanggap. Yun talaga yung inner confidence. Remember that confidence is a deep belief. It's a very deep belief that you can do something repeatedly and successfully. Okay? Kaya ko po siya tinawag na faith kasi po ang confidence will always depend on your competence. Ibig sabihin, nagawa mo na siya maraming beses, may paniniwala ka na kaya mo siyang gawin ulit. Tama pa rin. Ang faith po kasi, kahit po wala kang evidence. Okay? Naniniwala ka that everything that will happen to you is for your growth. Kahit na masakit minsan yon. Okay? Kaya yung gracefulness po ng isang may regal faith, at is po yung puso niya. Whatever happens, there are no failures. Okay? Either I win or I learn. Okay? Kahit nasa loob ka ng kulungan, meron ka pa ring regal faith. That everything that happens is for your growth. Yes, a growth mindset pa din. Doon ka pa rin mapupunta. So, ayun po yung title natin. Originally, it was about Regal Confidence. Okay? Pinalitan ko lang siya kasi yung author na nagsulat nun, hindi naman nag-etymology. Ewan ko ng definition ng confidence na ginagamit niya doon. Okay? So, dalawang basic function ng isang king: leading and providing fertility. Okay? So, sa mga sa mga tao sa paligid, leading not in the sense that you're going to make them with your image. They have their own identity. Okay? You're going to provide the safe space. Okay? Para maging sila. The best version of themselves. Not the version that you want them to be. Okay? Ayun po yung basic function ng isang king. Ano yung mga keys natin? You need to define your kingdom. Okay? Defining your kingdom basically starts with your boundaries. Pag alam mo yung valuable sa'yo, when you know your value, you protect it with your boundary. Okay? You establish your order. You codify your law. Ayan po yung kingdom mo. Kahit maliit lang yung kingdom na yan, basta sa'yo, di ba? Pupunta ka sa malaking kingdom, pero hindi naman sa'yo. Marami pong bumabagsak dyan. Mukhang masaya yung kingdom nila. They've been provided with everything. Maybe provided with money, with fame, with fortune, with power, pero hindi naman sila. Hindi naman sila. Kaya masakit pa rin. So, define your kingdom. And ikaw yung unique na makakapag-define ng kingdom na yan. Next, as a king with a regal faith, you balance the selfish and the selfless. Okay? You're going to have a devotion beyond yourself. That even you're a king, you too is a servant. Okay? Next, a great king acts out of responsibility for his kingdom, not reaction. Okay? You respond. May kabaitan. And finally, di ko nasabi to, a king's time as a ruler rises and falls as the sun. Ito po yung tinuturo ni Mufasa kay Simba noon, na lahat po ng king someday will pass on the crown. Okay? So, ang mission po natin dito sa buhay is to help other become kings themselves. Become the best version of themselves. Kasi may mga generation pang next. May mga tao po, ayaw bitawan yung kapangyarihan. Okay? Lalo na kung may arrogance nga na ako yung tama. And yung version ko lang yung tama. when you become a father, when you become kahit jowa, or a president of a company, or a Hokage of your own Konoha. Okay. Ang ano mo dyan, ang posture of heart dyan is the legacy building na may iiwan ako. May iiwan ako, pwede nyo baguhin to, syempre, dahil moment yun na yan. But, meron kang posture na hindi ka gutom doon sa power. Alam mo, everything will be passed on to the next generation. So, pagka ganyan yung postura, hindi ka rin takot mawalan. Hindi ka takot masisante. Hindi ka takot maiwan. Kasi alam mo yung postura ng isang nagra-rise and fall yung power. Okay? As a king, hindi ka basag whenever things like that happens to you. Kasi nga may grace nga. May ano ka nga, may regal faith ka nga. And pag nakuha nyo yung regal faith na sinasabi ko na yan, nagpa-flow ka na. You pass through your life. May ginagawa ka pa rin. It's not effortless. It's effortful. Pero in the spirit of flow. Chill na lang, chill. Nakakapagod pa rin, syempre. Pero hindi siya yung ganong yung alam mo yung pagod na nakangiti ka pagkatapos. Yung pagod na nakangiti ka pagkatapos. Alam mo yung yung imagine nyo talaga yung mga regal na na tao. Nung nag-break po kami ni Eileen, kinabahan po ako sa kanya. Kasi when we started, andun yung andun yung mga red flags, yung kanyang issues. May mga issues siya syempre. Lahat naman kami nun eh. Tapos nung maghihiwalay kami after 5 years of being together, parang kakayanin niya kaya to. Parang ganon. Tapos, alam mo yung huling kantang dinedicate ko sa kanya? Kasi I always dedicate songs for her eh. Yung song po na dinedicate ko sa kanya is There's no easy way to break somebody's heart. Yung part po doon na I thought that she'll break down. But she smiled at me. Ano? I thought that she'll break down. Kinanta yun, hindi ako singer ha. Naalala ko lang. But she smiled at me. And then, nakalimutan ko na. Never made a sound. And I guess she understood in her way. Cause the silence tells me everything I could not say. Basta she acted like a lady till the end. Ayun yung pinaka-part doon na kung saan after the breakup, hindi nag-hysterical. Alam mo yon, hindi walang sumbat-sumbat. I did everything for you, yung mga ganyan-ganyan. No. Tapos sobrang nakaka-inlove lalo. Alam mo yung parang gusto mo yung dalawang isip na huwag kaya namin i-hit to, di ba? Kasi shit. Yung upo niya na yun, no, hanggang ngayon, malinaw pa rin sa akin. Okay. How it went, how that breakup went, na nagkaroon din ako ng faith na wala na makakapagpabagsak sa kanya. Alam mo yun? After 5 years, parang yung strength niya, sobrang admirable. Parang, wow, fuck. Bigla ko tuloy na miss. Yun tayo eh. Kapo, ang ganda ng niya, ang ganda ng postura niya noon time na yun. I don't think I don't think it's a confident mask. Alam mo yung mata ng may understanding. Kasi hindi mo basta mapepeke yung mata eh. Alam mo yung Tapos yun, sobrang nakita ko sa kanya yung every time we talk about regal, every time we talk about grace of a lady. Siya po yung lagi ko naalala. Sa poem ni Veronica Shofstall na after a while, sinabi doon, after a while you learn, okay, the subtle difference between holding a hand and chaining a soul. Okay? And you learn to process your wounds. Hindi to exact the words. To process your wounds with the grace of a lady, not a grief of a child. So nakuha niya po yung part na yon. na regal. Oh, regal po yung pagkaka-present niya. Oh, a grace of a lady, not a grief of a child. Hindi po yung batang nagtatantrums. Oh. And it's a very beautiful posture. Okay? So, reflective question for that. If you're going to be king, ito yung sabi sa akin ni Master you can never be king, you can never be crowned a king if you don't have your kingdom. Okay? Ang tanong, when will you start building yours? You build your kingdom by knowing your values, establishing your boundaries, yung mga pinag-usapan natin kanina. Kailan mo bubuuin yung kingdom mo? You can never be crowned a king if you don't have your kingdom. So, when will you start building yours? Okay? May proseso po yan. Hindi po siya nagagawa overnight. What kind of kingdom you're building? Maganda rin, di ba? So, again, this is Coach Mix. That is a 1 hour Genius Hour. Maaga lang tayo ng 5 minutes. We're going to take a self-care break. 5 minutes break. Then we're going to process it. For 30 minutes. Okay? Thank you everyone. Kakat ko na sa YouTube. And music muna tayo. Di ba very light lang?